of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the LA Chargers. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First and 10, it's Hall. Dances by him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Moore, the motion man. Second and 4. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Herbert off of play action. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Well, you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. And in order to do that, they got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. It's 1, 2, and 3, and their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Returnable here for Davis. And it goes a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Herbert going to change the play here. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it to Johnston. Touchdown, LA! Quentin Johnston, 40 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a quick 6 and a Charger TD. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They work now on 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Chargers at 7-9 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Here's Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This will be caught at the 2. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score. And they're and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Will McDonald able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. They run behind center with Spiller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He's got his run back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Zuerlein now for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
21.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again, Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A solid stiff arm. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They'll get to the line here. Remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd down and a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down the left sideline. And he brings brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jets 42, Chargers 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ray.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert now. Got his man. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. On the handoff, Abanikanda.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Short throw to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson
from 17 yards out.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 28. Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hey, ram.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Crowd right.
Looking to throw. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Finds Johnston. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Herbert back to the air. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Ball again on 2nd down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback. 34 yards. yards.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jets 56, Chargers 28.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Duggan will look to throw this.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Duggan.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Duggan looking to throw.
Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
There he goes, left side.
He may go. Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
67 yards.
And the Jets extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw is Duggan.
A quick throw, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Duggan. He gets this out to Spiller.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Duggan to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Duggan now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Duggan. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off play action. Dugan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 232. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await